Good morning from Orkney. We're off back down to Shoreham Vehicle Auctions, where they've got a mixture of vehicles through the sale today. But as you know, regular viewers will watch these videos. I just edit in or out just the electric vehicles, so you know exactly what they're fetching at trade auctions, which you as a member of the public can also stand in and put your hand in the air and buy at basically trade prices. If you want to know the fees, I outline that at the end of this video. But what's going through today? A good spread of electric vehicles. It's not bread and butter week, so we haven't got Zoes and Leaf. We've got a really good mixture. Ones that have caught my eye is an ID4 with 72,000 miles where the boot doesn't stay open. Indicates strongly to me that's an ex-taxi or an Uber. What else have we got? We've got some of the Magnificent 7 from previous videos. We've got the Skoda Enyaq going again through for probably the 5th time. Let's see if the Skoda Enyaq goes for any more than £18,000. An ID3, a Model Y in red that's been through multiple times as well. Two I'm going to look at today is whether you can call Porsche Taycan's base spec, but a rear-wheel drive Porsche Taycan in white. Looks quite nice. See what that goes for. And then we've also got the ridiculous 4S Porsche Taycan all-wheel drive flying machine as well, with 28,000 miles in the blue. So we've got some interesting cars going through today. Hope you enjoy it. So first one through is a part exchange. Renault Zoe, 40 kilowatt hour. So I don't know whether this has a battery lease attached to it. You'd have to check. But basically quite interesting. Electric motor failure. Sort of says it all really, doesn't it, about the Renault Zoe? It could be just a weak 12-volt battery, or it could be electric motor failure. The bearings may have gone. So the price should reflect that. On a 19 plate, mileage to be confirmed. That's probably because they couldn't turn it on. Last serviced at 48,000 miles. Provisional at £2,100. Not surprised. Possible motor bearing failure. Right, it's bread and butter time. Got a bit of bread and butter today. Nissan Leaf, the 39 kilowatt hour, the 40. 8,200 miles with those horrible redesign wheels in the free flame red. Try saying that quickly. 72 plate, grade 3, bit of history. Both the cables there. Where are we at? Cap average is 9.2. This is 7.5. This is from 𝐿 Direct. I think they might be like a daily rental company. Provisional 7.5. Oh, let's just have another giggle. Hyundai Nexo, hydrogen. Going to do some filming this afternoon about hydrogen. Two previous owners, VAT qualifying. These were 68 grand-ish new. Every week this goes through, it seems to stop at around about 7. There's also a management fee of £125 to pay if you buy it on a 20 plate, 24,000 miles, grade 2. And that will be provisional again at £7,200. Right, there's a little bit more bread and butter. Nissan Leaf Ascenta. This again is from 𝐿 Direct, grade 4. This has been a bit used and abused, isn't it? Where are we? 14,000 miles on a 72 plate. Cap average is 8.8. What spec's this? The Ascenta spec. Not the best spec. Needs a bit of a valet on the seat there. And you look at all the beauty pictures before you bid. That will be 7.7. That will be provisional. Of course it will. Kangoo time, 44 kilowatt hour, advanced van auto. Keep meaning to see if all of these have got CCS. Knowing Renault, probably doesn't. 73 plate, 5,000 miles. This is plus VAT as it's a commercial vehicle. So whatever the hammer comes down at, 20% on top. But with cars, they're called VAT qualifying, which means the VAT is included in the hammer price. 9.9 plus VAT. Average is 12.5. This is grade 1. This has been through quite a few times. Just tiny scratches. Door cards. Provisional again at 9.9. Peugeot Partner, 50 kilowatt hour Stellantis vehicle, so it's the same as the Vauxhall Vivaro, no, Vauxhall Combi van, and also the Citroen Berlingo. 10,000 miles, 73 plates, been through a few times. Cap average is 12.1 plus VAT. This is from Leases again, 91, grade 1 out of the box, in the black. makes a change from white, and that is provisional 9-1. Peugeot E2008, 100 kilowatts, power of the motor, GT Premium, 50 kilowatt hour. That's the size of the battery. Stellantis vehicle, same as the Citroen and the Vauxhall variants, and also the Jeep as well, the Jeep Avenger, all on the same platform. 24,000 miles on a 71 plate, grade 2, 11,650 is its average cap average price. Cap being computerised AD pricing, or current auction price, as a lot of car dealers would tell me, but officially it's computerised AD pricing. 11.9. Is Mr. Navuna going to let this go? It's up to 11.9. The average is 11.6. And that is provisional 11.9. He wants some more for it. Kona time. Sister car to the Kia e-Niro, which I'm a massive fan of, which you probably know that already. 64 kilowatt hours. It's the Kona. I like the Kona. It's very efficient. It's just a bit cramped inside for me. Mr. Longshanks, 6'4". It's just a bit cramped in the old knee areas, but fantastically efficient. There we go. I just find that centre console just a little bit, yeah, too bulky for me. Where are we? 42,000 miles on a 22 plate. Cap average is 11.5. It's up to 11.6. Is Mr. Navuna going to let this go? Grade 3. Maybe he's just hanging on for the prices to go up. You see, he's not sold it at 11.6, £300 over. Anyway, hey, this is interesting. ID4 first edition Pro Performance, 77 kilowatt hour, big stonking battery, 72,000 miles, folks. And I had a quick look at this. Boot struts do not keep boot open. That tells me the boot's been opened and closed a number of times, which would indicate to me it's done some Uber work or private taxi hire. Make your own minds up. 21 plate, 1 stamp. That doesn't bother me. Bit of damage to the parcel shelf. In seat condition poor. So it's seen some work, hasn't it? The price will hopefully reflect that. 12.4 is its average price on that plate with these miles in that condition. Grade 3. 12.6. £200 over average, and it's still not sold. 12.6. It's Mr. Navuna's money he's spending with Showroom to keep putting them through, as is the case of this one, this ID3. Right, it went through last week, well, last 2 or 3 weeks. On the 24th of April, it went to 13.1, didn't sell. 1st of May last week went to 12.5, didn't sell. And that was cap average, is up to 12.9. 32,000 miles, grade 1, Bobby Basic spec, plastic wheel trims, very efficient, 22 plate in undercoat grey. It's sticking at 13. 2 weeks ago it got to 13.1, and that is provisional at £13,000. He must have a reason. Peugeot E2008, 50 kilowatt hour, again another Stellantis car. 22,000 miles on a 22 plate. Looks nice in the white with the black going on. I think that's a metallic white as well. You've had a look at the condition reports, which are really, really good with Showroom. Yeah, nice thing. Not my cup of tea. Not particularly efficient. Looks great, but I like the headlights with the whole line going. 11,850 is its average price, up to 10.8. Mr. Navuna must have a reason why he's not letting these go for cap average. Yeah. I wonder why. Leave your comments below. 11.2. 11.3. We've got online bidders and hall bidders. 2 online bidders. Well, maybe 3. But they're bidding against each other. So 11.6. Cap clean is £13,000. 11.6, 11.7, 11.8. Where's he going to go with it? Grade 2. Got a Type 2 cable, service book, spare key, and that is provisional at £12,000. Skoda Enyaq time. This is one of the Magnificent 7. If you've got no idea what I'm on about, look at my previous videos. This has been through, I think, about 5 times through different sales. It's got previous sales. It's got to 18.2, 18.2, and £18,000, which was last week. Let's see if it gets any higher. Grade 3, big bus, 11,000 miles, 23 plate, Skoda Enyaq, 62 kilowatt hour. It's up to 17,900. 18, that's what it went for last week. Is anyone going to bid any more than 18? You see, this is what dealers I used to do. Go to the hall every week and just keep bidding the same amount and just wait for the vendor to buckle and just sell it to you. But cap average is 18.1, and that is again provisional. He's hanging on for more money. Right, Tesla Model Y, another one of the Magnificent 7. Let me just tell you very briefly, this is not sold at 24.8, 24.4, and last week it didn't sell at 22.9. Yeah, average is 23,150, grade 3. Long range in the tricolour red, 29,000 miles. It's got the odd mark on it, but if it had the white interior, I might be tempted. I want the white interior. So let's see, if we get over 22.9, Mr. Navuna must be pretty confident in values going up. It's MOT till next March. Got both the cables, 22.5. Last week, what did it get for last week? 22.9 last week. 22.8. 22.9. Is he going to stick at 22.9? I bet it is, but it's the same bidder from last week. He's determined just to keep bidding the same, and that is provisional. Like last week. 265, again, this Mercedes-Benz EQC, 80 kilowatt hour. This has been through quite a few times as well. Last week, 2 weeks ago, it got to 27. And last week, it was 26.5. What's he going to get this week? Online bid straight in 26.5, 26.7. Average is 26.8. So it's an average. It's a computerized average price of 26.8 is at 26.9. Is Mr. Navuna going to let this go? 15,000 miles, and that will be a no. Right, another Peugeot E 2008. Now this is from Zenith vehicle contract, so different vendor, different seller. Now, is he going to have a different mindset to Mr. Navuna? Let's see. Or it could be a Mrs. Navuna on the phone or on the rostrum. I shouldn't just assume. Anyway, this is the Allure Premium Plus, 50 kilowatt hour, 6,000 miles, grade 1. Pictures are not coming up, but you can do your research beforehand. What colour is it? Red. You can just see it in the little box there. 12,450 is its average price at a sale. 2 keys. MOT is due October when it's 3 years old, and that is sold 12.8. There you go. See, Mr. Zenith has got a different mindset. Right then, BMW i3. I like these. I think these could become a future classic. Great if you live near the seaside because they won't rust because it's all carbon fibre. 70 plate, 29,000 miles, all with a big fat battery, 42 kilowatt hour. 9.1. These are looking value. As with all German cars, particularly the BMWs, it depends on the spec. Now, personally, if I was to get one of these, I want to make sure it's got a rear camera. This one hasn't. But yeah, do your research. 9.9. Cap average is 9.1. Is Mr. Zenith going to let this go? Grade 2. Nice thing. 2 service stamps as well. Last in December. That would be with BMW. £10,000. I bet he sells this. There you go. £10,000. I like Mr. Zenith. Right, we've got 3 EVs back to back. First of these 3 is the Hyundai Kona. 64 kilowatt hour. Pizzas haven't come up, but again, you'll have done your research beforehand. 2 service stamps. Steering wheel damage replace. In the grey, 22 plate, 15,000 miles, 13.7 is its average price. This will be the facelift one, I believe. It's at 13.2. Mr. Zenith has been selling a lot of vehicles, so let's see if he's going to carry this on with the EVs. 13.7 is its average price. This is grade 3. Looks like you're going to have to replace the steering wheel, which is no biggie, but you know, might put some dealers off. 13.6. Someone might have had weird cream on their hands or some oil that's reacted with the surface of the leather, etc. So it's not unusual for steering wheels to go a bit odd, and that is provisional at 13.6. Here's a house brick that's for sale, Audi Q4, 82 kilowatt hour. Why do we call it a house brick? Because the front is about as aerodynamic as a house brick. Look at that. But the 4 circles will be popular with somebody. 31.8 is the average price. It all depends on spec. With any German manufacturer, 15,000 miles, 24 plates, Zenith vehicle contract hire, registered just over a year ago. Could be an early return, or it could just be a year's lease. Provisional 31.9, didn't sell. Porsche Taycan time, or should say Porsche. This is like Bobby Basic spec. It's the rear wheel drive, 93 kilowatt hour, 4-door in the white. Looks quite nice, this does actually. 22 plate, 12,000 miles, Porsche Taycan, rear wheel drive. You won't want to step on that mid corner of a damp tarmac island. 38 is its average price. One stamp at 8, 3-pin cable. Looks nice in the white, I have to admit. 37.5, 37.6, 7, 37.7. Average is 38. Is Mr. Zenith going to say sold here? Let's have a look. 37.9. 38. It's at cap average. It's grade 1 as well, folks. Straight in some dealers' forecourt. We've got a whole bidder and an online bidder. I always used to like to, when I was bidding online, always liked it when I was bidding against somebody in the hall, because he's obviously walking around it as well. Online bid, hall bid, 38.4, 38.5. I'm going to say he's going to let this go, 38.7. Although cap clean is 39.4, so where are we? £600 behind clean, £500 behind, £400 behind cap clean, and it could be cap clean is grade 1, isn't it? 39.2. Here we go. £200 behind, £100 behind, 39.4, 39.4. It's hit cap clean. 39.5. He will let this go. I'm sure he will. 93 kilowatt hour, rear wheel drive, Porsche Taycan in the white, grade 1. Nice miles. Nice colour combo, as they say. £40,000. £600, £700 over cap clean. So there you go. EVs depreciate like lead balloons. Nobody wants them. And here in the hall, we've got a dealer and somebody online bidding, and that is sold at 40,100. BMW time i4, 70 kilowatt hour, and that is provisional at 26.6. Bit late, wasn't I, for that one? Hyundai Ioniq 5, 17,000 miles. Looks nice in the white with the black wheel arch accents going on. One stamp at 11. Type 2 and 3-pin charging cables. Cap average is 19,950. These look value, don't they, folks? Grade 2, 23 plate. Again, just sort of check on the spec. Nice wheels. Check where it's got this vehicle to load adapter. But yeah, nice thing. Not particularly efficient, I have to say. It is for its size, but not compared to the Nero or the Kona. 19.4. 19.6. So the average price is 19,950. Grade 2. It's the premium spec, 17,000 miles, 19.8. So £150 behind, and that is sold at 19.8. Nice. It's Porsche time again. This is the flying machine, the 4S, 93 kilowatt hour, 5-door in the blue, 28,000 miles. Average is 42.8. It's grade 2. This is the absolute flying machine, folks. The 4S. I don't think it's the 4S Turbo. Why they put turbo on the boot, because it hasn't got a turbo, but anyway, the 4S is still plenty quick enough. 420 kilowatts, that's the power of the motors. Yeah, 93 kilowatt hour. Probably good for around 200 mile range if you drive it like you've stolen it, which you probably would if you owned one. £42,000. Average is 42.8. They seem popular, don't they? Again, it's price bracket, price range. It's not beyond the reach of a lot of people with full-time jobs. And that is provisional at 42.1. Citroen C4 Shine Plus 50 kilowatt hour. Like these, a little bit more jacked up off the floor than the other Stellantis variants. Again, you'd have had a look at the condition report before, but we don't have any pictures popping up at the moment. 6,900 miles. Average price is 11.6. In the grey, V5 is present. MOT is due 29th of June 2025, which will be its 3rd birthday, of course. Service book, service print, keys and invoices. 2 stamps in the service book. 11.6. It's at cap average, and that is provisional 11.6. BMW iX3, yeah, 7,400 miles. Just looks like a conventional car. So pity they didn't carry on trying to be a little bit brave like they did with the i3, because for all intents and purposes, you know, if you weren't into cars, you just think this was a normal BMW SUV, wouldn't you? Which is what a lot of owners like. 32.5 is the average price. All depends on the spec. Being a German car. 31.6, 7,000 miles, 23 plate. Looks nice in the blue. So the average is just really a very rough guide because of the options it may have had fitted when it was ordered. 32. And Mr. Zenith will know how much he needs back out of the car from it being a return. Maybe somebody's left their job or retired and it's or left the business or been made redundant and it's been returned to the funder from the contract hire. 32.9. So we're getting on for £500 over the average, and its clean is 33.8. So it's 33.3, 4. But again, depends on the options that have been fitted. Let's just have a quick look, see if we've got any leather going on. Oh yes, got a bit of cream interior going on. Oh, a bit of cream leather. This would have had quite an expensive options list tacked on this when it was new. So that tells me he's going to want more than cap clean, because it was more expensive than the standard BMW iX3 when new, 34.5. So he may have had £2,000–3,000 worth of options fitted. I do like a bit of cream leather in the interior of cars. It lightens it up. 34.5, and that is sold £34,500. Volkswagen ID3 Life Pro in the blue, 41,000 miles, 9.9 is average price, Pro Performance spec, 58 kilowatt hour. 2 services, last at 41,000 miles on the 11th of March this year. So in the blue, 71 plate, it's at £10,000, grade 2. That's £100 over what the average price has been, and it's when sold, and that is sold. Now here's a posh ID3, the Cupra Born version 3 top spec, 58 kilowatt hour. It's an i3 but it's in nicer clothes. In the blue, 23 plate, 11,000 miles, 18.9. They certainly do seem to hold more residual value when they're older than the ID and the Volkswagen version. It's probably built on the same factory, to be honest. 18.5, grade 1, straight on some dealers' forecourt. Warranty remaining, of course, which always helps dealers to sell vehicles. MOT is due the 18th of June 2026 when it's 3 years old. 19.2. Years worth of warranty left with the Cupra if it's 3 years on the car, but the battery will probably have 8 or 10 year warranty on it. Battery in the drivetrain. 19.8. Look at this, folks. It's £1,000 over the average price, just underneath cap clean, grade 1. See, dealers want this sort of thing because it's minimum repair costs or preparation costs. 20,100, 150. It's now cap clean. He will sell this, or I'll eat my charge cable. Sold 20,150. So here's something a bit different. The Honda ENY1, 69 kilowatt hour. What was Mr. Honda thinking when he named this car? 4,600 miles. It's a bit meh when it comes to the design, in my opinion. 20,950. Get the condition report. What grade is it? Grade 1. It's just a bit, doesn't really do anything for me. But again, people just love Honda. Got quite a strong brand following, isn't it? Where have we got there? Look, 57% is showing 131 mile range. Not great, to be honest, for that size battery. But as long as people get into an EV, I don't really mind. But someone will want something with a Honda badge, and that was provisional at 21,900. Another badged car that gets people very loyal to the brand is a Volvo C40, 170 kilowatt recharge core, 69 kilowatt hour. A bit like a Polestar underneath, or the Polestar's a Volvo underneath, whichever way you want to look at it. Cap average is 18.7, 72 plate, 18,000 miles in the black, grade 2. I think you can spec Volvos up with quite a bit of trim as well, can't you? 75% showing 160 mile range. Again, my Kia e-Niro is better than that. 19.2. So there you go. Where are we? £500 over average price, and that is provisional at 19.2. Nissan Ariya, 178 kilowatt. That's the power of the motor. Evolve, 87 kilowatt hour, 22 kilowatt charger. That's the 22 kilowatt AC onboard charger. So if you get a public fast charger that pushes out 22 kilowatts, this will gobble electrons at a fair old rate whilst it's plugged in, which is a nice thing to have on the old Type 2. Of course, it's got CCS rapid charging as well. In the grey, had a quick look at this. It's got a few marks and chips, etc. But yeah, I'm just not. I sort of lost heart with Nissan a little bit. I think they lost their way a little bit. 22,650 is its average price. It's up to 23. It's grade 1. It's almost in a Volkswagen undercoat grey, isn't it? Yeah. Let's have a look at the old gasometer. It's got e-pedal. Oh, at 80%, it's showing 243 miles. Not bad. Could do better. And that is provisional at 23.1. Mercedes-Benz time again. Again, this badge sells for a lot of people, doesn't it? This is the one with the lemon squeezers, orange squeezers on the dash, isn't it? There we go. Just orange squeezers. Let's just have a quick look. Can we see the dash? Can't see the dash. Where are we? 204 miles range, and I can't see what the percentage is. Average 2.2 miles per kilowatt hour. There you go. Not the most efficient. 24,250 is its average price. All depends on spec. EQA is the AMG line, so there might be just a few bits and bobs you can add. 6,000 miles, 73 plate, one service stamp at 4,700. It's got Type 2 cable. Bid was retracted. 25.5. Cap clean. 25.6. It's over cap clean. Could be the options. From a dealer point of view, under warranty, low miles, in black, AMG line, good spec. And that is sold £25,600. Tesla time, Model 3, long range all-wheel drive on a 21 plate. This will be a Shanghai built car, so you get the more efficient heat pump, the octavalve. 75,000 miles, so it's out of warranty on the whole car, but the battery and the drivetrain is still under warranty till 100,000 miles or 8 years. White 21 plate. Average price 13.1. That's a bit of value, isn't it? £13,000. 13.1. 13.2. Who said Elon was putting off the trade buying electric vehicles or Teslas? One service at 44, and that is sold. 13.2. Nice price for a long range Shanghai built Model 3. Another Volkswagen ID3 in undercoat grey, 18,000 miles, Family Pro, 58 kilowatt hour. Got some nice alloy wheels going on there, haven't we? Yeah. Again, depends on any options fitted. I just find the plastics a little bit scratchy on these. Just feels a little bit cheap. But I think there's rumours of a revised facelift ID3 to address that cheap interior feeling that a lot of people have commented on. 23 plate, 13,850 is its average price. 18,000 miles, Family Pro. It's up to 14.6. Cap clean is 14,950. It's grade 2, and that is sold at 14.6. Polestar 2 times 78 kilowatt hour long range single motor. These are quite efficient. 20,000 miles. Looks nice in that grey, doesn't it? On a 23 plate. £19,500 is the average price. Yeah, quite like these. Hired one of these when I was in Spain. 95 miles range at 34%. That's nice, isn't it? So the third empty is at 95 miles range. Nearly 300 mile range EV. That's what efficiency is all about. 19.9. I find it a little bit cramped inside. 23 plate, Polestar 2. 19.9. Is he going to let this go? 20,000 miles, and that is provisional at 19.9. That'll be a phone call, a bit more haggling, or it'll go through next week. Audi Q4, 55 kilowatt hour. Not the best decision on the battery size. It's shaped like a brick, and it's got basically a small battery. So at 2 miles per kilowatt hour, you're looking at about 100 mile range in this, folks. So, you know, yeah, 21,000 miles, 18.3 as its price. I can't believe they've just fitted a 55 kilowatt hour to that brick on a 22 plate. Again, it could be all the options are fitted, and that is sold. I'm not surprised. It just wants rid of it at £18,900. Nissan Leaf, it's the one with the big fat battery, 59 kilowatt hour. 160 kilowatts, so they up the power of the motor somewhat. The E Plus Tecna top spec, got those horrible cheese grater wheels in the black, 72 plate, 18,000 miles. Cap average is 12.3, grade 3. Black tends to show all the marks and chips. It is at 11.7. Again, you would have had a good look at the condition and satisfied yourself. 2 keys. MOT's due in December when it's 3 years old. 11.9 online bidder, and that is provisional. 11.9. Tesla Model Y, long range all-wheel drive. Pity it hasn't got the white interior. Black, 24 plate, 16,000 miles. Cap average is £28,000. 2 keys or 2 cards. And you've got Type 2 cable. So later on, the Tesla just dropped the granny cables because they found out they were being used so little. 27.9, grade 3. Long range. So that could be the dual motor. 28.1. Is he going to let this go? Mr. Zenith. 24 plate, and that is sold. £28,100. Another Audi, the Q8, with a 114 kilowatt hour battery, shaped like a brick. And as you saw from the previous Audis, you'll get about 2.2 miles per kilowatt hour. So don't be under any illusions that, oh my word, it's got a 114 kilowatt hour battery, I'll get 300 mile range out of it. No. What's 214s? 228. So around 230 mile range you'll get out of this. Current price, £389,000. Yeah, that's better. £38,900 is the bid price, and its average is 38.5. Got to check on the spec. You've had a good look at this. Looks like we've got some fancy wheels going on there. 14,000 miles, 73 plate, big battery. get you just about as well, get you slightly less distance than my £15,000 Kia e-Niro. But you know, I haven't got 4 hoops on the front grille, have I? 36.8, £37,000. Cap below is 37.2. It's grade 2. It's the S line. I suppose that's a decent trim level. Let me know in the comments if it's not, or it is. 37.4. This would provisional 37.4. Not surprised. He wants more for it. Right, MG4. This is the 51 kilowatt hour, grade 5. I had a look at this. It's registered January this year. Got the small battery, 2,500 miles. It's in the red, but it's grade 5. It needs a new wing and a new front door and the bonnet repairing. So it's not been written off, but it's been in the wars. But you know, what's a new door and a new bonnet, a new wing? I don't know, perhaps £1,500 might sort that out. Cap average is 13,250, and I thought in my head 10 grand would be value for a car that is 6 months old. A bit, if you'd had a bigger battery, it'd be more tempting, I'll be honest. You still got a decent range with a 51 kilowatt hour, probably talking 180 mile range. 10.6. Mr. Zenith, will he let this go? He will have charged the leasee for the damages for this, so he knows how much he needs to get back out of this car. I had a look on Auto Trader for this size battery and spec and colour and age, and they're all around £18,000 retail, and that is provisional at 10.9. But worth considering if you don't mind a bit of bodywork. It's mini time. Cooper S level 3, top of the range. Oh, got some cream leather going on in there, haven't we? Oh, that looks nice. I like a bit of white leather. Oh, look at that. Oh, I like. Yeah. Good job Mrs. P's not looking over my shoulder. I think she'd quite like that as well. Yeah, anyway, let's get to it. 11,850 is its average price. 5,000 miles on the 23 plate. It's a BMW i3, the previous generation underpinnings and battery. Great fun, these. 12.1. Cap clean is 12.9. Grade 1. Lovely colour combo, as they say in the trade. Black with a white interior. I think that looks cracking. And I think other dealers will be thinking the same look because it's gone over cap clean. 13.2, 13.3. They all want it. Online bidders, grade 1. Nice miles, lovely spec, nice interior. But again, Mr. Zenith will know how much this owes him, because that would have been a pretty hefty options addition to the base price for a top range level 3 Mini Cooper. 14.6. Wowzers. 14.7. So we're at 14.8. We're at £2,000 over cap clean. And that's got to be sold. Yeah, sold 14.8. Wow. Spec, you see. That's what it is at the end of the day. Now for the sublime to the ridiculous. ID3 in undercoat grey. Mrs. P's come in now. I'm glad she didn't see that mini. She probably wouldn't have wanted me to buy it. 58 kilowatt hour, 23,000 miles in undercoat grey. £11,000 is its average price. Excuse the noise in the background. You see, Robert Llewellyn doesn't have to put up with this. Or Johnny Smith. 10.8. Oh, production is everything, isn't it? £11,000 cap average. 23,000 miles, grade 3. Bobby basic wheels. 1 service stamp, type 2 cable, and that is provisional 11. Renault Zoe, the 50 kilowatt hour boost charge. See, I don't know what that means. Has it got rapid charging? Let's just have a quick gander at the pictures. And no, it hasn't. So it's just CCS. Yeah, I don't know what Renault were thinking. But there's no battery lease. At least that's a good thing. R135, that's the size of the motor. 5,900 miles. 72 plate. Zenith vehicle contracts. 10.4 is its average price, grade 2. But no CCS. You might not need it, but when you come to sell it, I can almost guarantee buyers will say, has it got CCS fitted? So it's stuck at £10,000. Yeah, nice colour, nice wheels, but you know, I think these have the smaller screen as well. 10.2, 10.3. Oh, everyone's waking up. Call bid. Cat Clean is 11.4, but hasn't got CCS rapid charging. Might have a 22 kilowatt onboard charger, but for long distance travel, no. It's a non-starter. If you're only pootling down to the shops and back, fine. Provisional 10.4. Audi e-tron Quattro 71 kilowatt hour Würzburg 5-door auto. Do you remember that from the 80s? Würzburg Dirk Technik. 57,000 miles in the red. 3 services, last 55 in March this year. Type 2 and 3 pin cables. And again, we can't see any pictures, but you will have done your research before you bid. Where are we then? 20,750 is its average price. Depends on the spec. Looks nice in the red/orange, doesn't it? Let's see where we get to. 20,009. £200 over average. Grade 3. 50 Quattro. And that is provisional. Mercedes time again. The EQA. 140 kilowatt. AMG line. 70.5 kilowatt hour size battery. So do your own maths. You'll get about 2.5 miles per kilowatt hour out of this. So you're looking at about 140 mile range. 22,000 miles. 23 plate in the blue. All depends on the spec. You can see all the chips and the marks and the scratches. But yeah. Lemon squeezers again in the dashboard. And yeah. It is what it is. Can we see any pictures of the dashboard before I lose what it is? No, press the wrong button. What am I doing? Oh boy, that wasn't very good, was it? Right, hang on. Let's get back up the top. I've shrunk the page for some reason. 17.9. Cap average is 20,100. Oh, there we go. It's at 18.6. Depends on the spec. Let's see if I can do it again without messing it up. There we go. Can't see any averages. Yeah, I don't know. 18.7. And that was provisional at £18,700. Ioniq 5 SE Connect 58 kilowatt hour. 77,000 miles. This has been busy, hasn't it? 4 stamps, last at 76 on the 12th of March this year. Yeah, nice thing this. Quite like the interiors on these. Again, it's just not... Oh, a bit of a dink there on the bonnet. Yes. Needs a bit of work. 11,450. 58 kilowatt hour, not the one with the bigger battery. In the blue, it's up to 10.2. Cat below is 10,250. MOT is due 25th of March 2026. So you can look up the previous MOTs. 10.8. Is Mr. Zenith going to let this go? That's a lot of car for that. It'd be nice to have the bigger battery. I think you get about 3.5 miles per kilowatt hour out of this. So you're looking at 180, perhaps 200 mile range if you're really careful. 10.9. And that is provisional at £10,900. So it's Motability operations time for these. MGZS Trophy Connect. Cap average is £14,500 in the black. 24 plate, 2,000 miles. Yeah, I've got CCS going on there as well. Is the flap missing? Yes, the flap's broken off. Yes, Motability vehicles do tend to be a little bit abused, to be honest. Grade 2. Is it on the... Yeah, flap's missing. Not a big fix, but yeah, I think that comes as a complete piece. Anyway, 13.4 it's up to. 13.5. No VAT, so they're not VAT qualifying these Motability vehicles. So there's no VAT included in the hammer price. And that's just because Motability is a government-run scheme / charity. 13.8. Nice miles. It's the facelift. 24 plate MGZS. Trophy Connect. I think this has got a 60 something kilowatt hour battery. £14,000. Is Mr. Motability or Mrs. Motability standing on the rostrum or on the phone going to say yes at £14,000? No, provisional. Right, Vauxhall Combo Life. Going to make this the last one today. There's some more coming through, but it's much of a muchness that we've already seen, so I don't want to bore you with it. 50 kilowatt hour Stellantis car. This went through last week. Just 934 miles, folks, from new. 73 plate. Third row seats missing. Type 2 charging cable. The seats have been removed and they're not present. So make your own mind about that. 2.7 miles per kilowatt hour. It's not the most efficient. Cap clean is 17.3. Auto Trader retail. I think they've got the figures wrong there. It's worth more than £2. 13.9. It's practically a brand new car with those miles, isn't it? But not the most efficient. Probably been used for wheelchair access, hence the reason why they've taken out the third row. But it is a 7-seater. So you probably have to get the seats from elsewhere, which will affect what dealers want to pay for it. Grade 2. 14.1 seems to be sticking at. So you'll probably go through next week and the week after until Mr. Motability makes a decision. And that is sold. 14.1. So there we go. Some bargains there today. I thought Mr. Zenith was letting cars go at cap or below cap, which was nice, and a few cars from Motability were sold as well. It's all down to the vendor, the people that own the vehicles, as to whether they say to the auctioneer Michael and the manager Alex, you know, sell it or just hang on to another week. So in my last few videos, a lot of people have commented, well, why do they just keep putting them through? It's going to cost them money. Well, these big auction houses and showroom will have an agreement with these funders, because the auction houses basically make quite a bit of money by taking the money in for the cars they sell and sitting on it for a few days and then paying out again. So it's no one really, you know, doesn't really cost them anything. But very often it's a waiting game for you as the buyer, as the dealer, just waiting for that car that you've had your eye on to see who blinks first. Now, a lot of cars that will go provisional, it will involve another phone call between the highest bidder, the auction house and the vendor, and they'll do a little negotiation. So those original 7 from the last 2-3 videos ago, most of them seem to have gone. The only ones that seem to be hanging around is that Skoda Enyaq and that red Tesla Model Y. Now, they may well go following today's sale with another phone call. And the other thing that the EV dealers and buyers will do, you know, if they have a potential customer come into the showroom or contact them on their website and say, do you know what, I'm looking for a blue Skoda Enyaq and I've got £20,000 to spend, immediately you'll go, oh, there's one at showroom that's gone through several times at £18,000. I'll bid a little bit more next week because I've got a customer who wants to spend 20. That's basically how it works, and that just makes good business sense to do that. Hope you've enjoyed it. Leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps out my little channel. I just want you to know what the real costs are, and I do think there's a little bit of a rise in values going on when it comes to used EVs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. So what are the costs of buying from showroom auctions? Well, just have a look at their website. On their buying page, you get this buying guide. So whether trade or private, you can buy from showroom auctions. Now there's a buyer's guide there you can click on and download, which basically explains what is below as well. So if you buy as a private individual, £500 deposits required, or bank transfer, ID, blah blah blah, and you have to pay by 4 PM the following day unless agreed otherwise. Details there about being a trade buyer, but buying privately. Auctions can be intimidating to the uninitiated, but you've all been watching my videos, so you'll be okay with that, won't you? So here's some of the rules. Understand the terms and conditions, decide which vehicle you need, check prices for your visit, register your interest to buy requires a £500 deposit, and everything else is explained there. So some of the things to look for, but again, if you know what you're after, you know, it's just stating the obvious. So if this is the vehicle for you, place yourself clearly in view of the auctioneer and wait for him to open the bidding. Listen carefully. If you feel the price is right, raise your hand to bid, and once the auctioneer has caught your eye, he'll keep looking at you. If you win, go straight to the rostrum. Again, this is just for bidding in person. You can't do it online as a private individual. And go to the pay office and pay. Now here are the fees. So it's basically a buyer's fee of 10% of the sale price with a minimum of £125 and a maximum of £750 plus VAT, which includes the indemnity cost as well, plus there's a £12.50 admin fee for the V5. And again, before you leave showroom with the car, it's your responsibility to make sure it's roadworthy, check the tyres, etc., and also tax and insure it.